Hi guys, good morning. Yes, can you hear me now? Yeah. So let us start session. I hope everyone you can hear me. Yeah, we'll start session. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes, last class day 2 Java. Yes, your batch 9:15 a.m. Day 2. Yes, day 2 all the Java introduction discussed. Complete Java introduction discussed. Okay. Yes, Java introduction. What is Java? Java is an OOP language. Yes, OOP stands for Object-Oriented Programming. Yes, JDK Java Development Kit. Yeah, basically from the Sunsoft. Now it is with Oracle Corporation. Yes, JDK 1.0. First version of Java released in the year 1995. First version of Java in the year 1995. So first, these are initial features. These are initial features of Java, like independent of platform, portability, OOP language, scalability, and security. Okay. Next version JDK 1.1, 1996. Here they went to 3 editions. Later 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, like it's many editions here. Many versions, different versions here. Okay. JDK 1.5. Yes, these are major changes were done here. Many features were added here. Okay, fourth edition. Even Java effects also added in JDK 1.0. So with JDK 1.5, Java got success. So finally, JDK divided into 4 editions. Totally 4 editions. First one, Java Standard Edition. It's a Java technology. It's our course. Java Enterprise Edition. Yes, it's application development. Application development. There are some applications like this. Okay. See, 90% of internet-based application development Java. Yes. See, here application development, it's a framework. It's a framework here. All frameworks in this. It's a frameworks part here. Okay, yes, frameworks. Yes, let me review again. Yes, next mobile edition. So for mobile applications. So this is not in use. Effects using for visual effects. This also not in use here. Okay. Yes. Here, this area, enterprise edition. This area Java is the leader. Yes, internet-based application development. Internet-based application development in this area, Java is the leader. Yes, no technology reaching to Java. Yes, no technology reaching to Java. No technology reaching to Java in internet-based application development here. Okay, there are the frameworks. That's framework outdated. Spring and Hibernate, Hadoop and Spark, Spring Boot and microservices. Okay, Spring and Hibernate framework. Yeah, this is for the all internet-based applications. Next ERP applications also we can develop here. Hadoop and Spark, they are big data frameworks. Big data frameworks. Big data means really it's a huge amount of data is a big data. Yes, big data challenges, data storage, data processing for this Hadoop. So Hadoop and Spark are the frameworks to store and process big data. So Hadoop and Spark also Java-based frameworks. Okay. So what is exactly framework? Framework is ready-made and ready to use. It contains all predefined classes. All predefined classes. Okay. We can take that predefined classes, plug it into projects, and you can build a project here. Okay. Yes. So these things here. Yes, advanced the frameworks. We can reduce the code. Time of project development reduce here. Yes, next development cost here. Yes, quality product also can be delivered here. So that's all about last class review. About last class. Yeah, today topic. This is today topic. Today topic. See, JDK 1.0 released with below features independent of platform, portability, web language, scalability, and security. Okay. One second, let me have some water. Yes. Independent of platform, portability, web language, scalability, and security. These are the 1.0 features. These are 1.0 features. 1.0 features. First version of Java features. Okay. Yes. To understand all these features here, yes, some basics required. There are some software basics required. Directly may not be understanding Java. Java features on Java directly may not be understanding here. So before going to Java, there are some features. So there are some basics here. There are some basics. Basics like yes, operating system. Yes, about operating systems. Yes, about operating systems. Yes, how OS behaving. See, when Java application is running, how OS is behaving. Yes, about OS. Okay, next. About interpreter. Yes, about interpreter and compiler. About interpreter compiler. Next, about exe file and dot class file. Okay, next. About low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages and high level languages. So these some basics, these are required here. Yes, before going to start Java, before going to Java features here, first this basic knowledge. This basic knowledge. Yes, if you have this knowledge here, then easy to understand Java features. Like OS behavior, how OS is behaving. When Java application is running or C program running, C program running, how OS is behaving, about OS. Next, interpreters and compilers, how they are working here. About executable dot class file. Next, about low level languages and high level languages. Yes, you must have this idea. Yes, if you have these basics, then easy to understand Java. Okay, let us start from basics. See, starting from basics. Starting from basics, very basics. Starting from the scratch. I'm starting from the scratch. Once, let me open our class document. Java. Yes, your class document. Yes. Yes, in document started from basics. Document started from the basics. Document started from the basics. Let us start. Let us start from the basics. See, I'm starting from very scratch. See, computer where? Computer where? See, computer where basically two categories. First one, hardware. First one, hardware. Second one, hardware and software. Basically two categories, hardware and next software. Yes, hardware, these are physical components of a computer. All the physical components. Okay. Hardware, these are physical components. We can touch all the components here. But this is not ours. Yes, physical components like keyboards, mouse, monitor, hard disk, all the hardware components, but this is not our part. Our part is software. Yes, now let us start with software. Software. What is software? In software, yes, everything is a program. Everything is a program. In software, everything is a program. In software, everything is program. Okay. Yes, it's a collection of programs. It's a collection. It's a collection. It's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs. Yes, in software, everything is a software. Everything is a program. It's a collection of programs. Collection of programs like C, C++, Java, and all the programs. Okay, the software. Yes, basically, software basically two categories. Software basically, yes, two categories. Software basically two categories. First one, yes, system software. First one, system software. Second one, application software. Second one, application software. Software basically two categories. First one, system software. Next one, application software. System software, next application software. Yes, what is system software? Yes, what is system software? System software. System software. System software. See, system software, it interacts with the hardware components. System software interacts with the hardware components. It interacts with the hardware components. Okay. See, software basically two categories. Software basically two categories here. Two categories. First one, system software. Next one, application software. System software, yes, it interacts with hardware components. System software, it interacts with hardware components. Hardware components, yes, example. System software example, yes, operating systems. Yes, operating system and device drivers. Device drivers. System software, operating systems and device drivers comes under this category here. Yes, system software, it interacts with hardware components. Example, operating systems and device drivers. Next, application software. What is application software? See, application software. Here, this is for the purpose of application development. Application software. Yes, for the purpose of application development. Application development. Application software for the purpose of application development. Application software, this is for the purpose of application development. Application apps. See, in our daily life we are using many applications, right? Can you tell me some examples? Application software for the purpose of application development. Application software, this is for the purpose of application development. Application, yes, applications.
Yeah.
What are
Websites,
the applications? Yeah, websites. Next,
Google Apps,
Google Apps. Tell me what is
Windows application like Facebook,
mostly,
WhatsApp.
yes, see, mostly used application WhatsApp, right?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, Facebook, mostly used applications. WhatsApp, Twitter, next Google, okay, Google Apps, okay, right? Yes, next Flipkart,
Amazon.
oh, yeah,
Chroma.
Amazon, yes, online trading apps, all the online trading apps, next banking apps, online banking apps, yes, Google Pay, Phone Pay, all this, yes, all these applications. Yes, to develop this kind of applications, we need some softwares. Yes, we need, yes, there are some applications, right? Applications. To develop this kind of applications, we need some software. That is called as application software. Application software for the purpose of application development. Application software for the purpose of application development. Yes, apps are examples here. So to develop this kind of applications, to develop this kind of applications, we need some software. That is nothing but application software. Yes, application software. Best example, Java. Java is the best example. Java is a mostly used application software. Okay, one second. Yes, Java. Java is a mostly used application software. Compared to any technology, Java is a mostly used application software. Java, next .NET, next Python, Java, .NET, Python. Yes, next Hadoop, some databases. So these are application softwares. Okay, right? See exactly which is application software. See, in software we have many technologies. More than 100 technologies we are using. Many tools, many language. More than 100 we are using. So which is exactly application software? So which is exact application software? See, in software, we have many languages, so many tools. There are many tools. There are many packages. Okay, language like Java, Python, C, C++, HTML, Perl scripting, Python scripting, like this. There are different scripting languages and programming languages. Many languages. Next, tools like data warehousing tools. Next, reporting tools. And next, testing tools. Next, big data tools. Okay, AWS tools, DevOps tools, infrastructure management tools. Like this, many tools are there. Next, apart from that, packages. Some package like MS Office is a package. Oracle ERP, next SAP ERP package. Like this, many things are there. So which is exactly application software? Which is exactly application software? See, system software, it interacts with the hardware components. The only operating system can interact with the hardware components. See, of course, the device drivers are part of it. Device drivers are part of it. Device drivers part of it. See here OS. Yes, here OS. Only operating system interact with the hardware components. Only OS interact with the hardware components. Others cannot. Okay, so any software which is interacting with the hardware, that is operating system software. Yes, anyone which is interacting with the hardware, that is system software. Only operating system can interact with the hardware, others cannot. So here, except OS, all are application softwares. Except OS. See here, except operating systems. All are application softwares. All are application softwares. Except OS. Except operating systems. All are application software. Except operating systems, all are application softwares. That's it. Okay, except OS, right? Yes. Now let us see what is OS. Let us see about OS here. What is OS? How it's working? Yes, about OS, about operating system. Let us see about OS here. Yes, about operating system. Yes, some question for you guys. Some question. Can we run any program without OS? Can we run any program without OS?
No, OS is needed.
Can we run it without any OS? Can we run any program without OS? Say yes or no. Ping in chat box. Yes, you guys, you can
No,
ping in.
no.
Okay. If unable to speak it, you can ping in chat box.
No, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So answer is no. 1 second. Yeah, today little bit I'm not feeling well. That's the reason some voice getting differently. Okay, I will explain slowly. Today, just I'm not little bit throat infection got it. So I will explain slowly. Some voice, yeah, voice definitely getting today because of some throat problem. Yes, today night only got it throat problem. Yes, minor issue, nothing is there. I think by tomorrow it will be okay, fine. Yes. Can we run any program without voice? Answer is no. Voice required compulsory. Without voice we cannot. Without voice we cannot run. Okay. Yes. Without voice we cannot run. Yes. Why this guy not getting message option? 1 second.
Me also, sir. I'm not getting message option, chat option.
Just rejoin. Just rejoin it session. Rejoin. Yes. Others are messaging. Yes. Others are messaging. Okay. Yes. Yes. Can we run any program without voice? No. See here. Except bias. except BIOS to run all programs. To run all programs, OS required. See, except BIOS. Except BIOS. See, except BIOS to run all programs OS required. Except BIOS. What is BIOS? Anyone idea? BIOS stands for what? BIOS stands for what? BIOS stands for what? Any idea? BIOS stands for yes, basic, yes, input and
And
out, basic
output
input,
system.
basic input and output system. BIOS stands for basic input output system. BIOS, except BIOS to run all programs OS required. Okay, if you don't have OS, no computer. So for BIOS, OS is not required. What is here? See, BIOS is a hardware program. BIOS is a hardware. It's a hardware program. Hardware program. Yes, it's a chip level. It's a chip level program. It's a chip level program. It's a chip level program. BIOS is a hardware program. It's a chip level program. Okay, BIOS chip. See, here in motherboard, this is a BIOS chip. Here, this is a BIOS chip. BIOS image. And see, this is BIOS. BIOS. Okay, BIOS. There is a BIOS chip. That BIOS chip contains a BIOS program. BIOS. Okay. See here once you power on system. Once you power on system, first of all, power goes to BIOS. That BIOS program, yes, BIOS program is responsible. That hardware program, BIOS program is responsible to boot operating system, to boot operating system. So BIOS is responsible. BIOS is responsible. BIOS is responsible to boot operating system. Yes, what is booting? What is booting? What is booting? Yes, booting is a process of boosting. Booting is a process of loading OS from yes hard disk to RAM memory. Hard disk to RAM memory. Okay, but booting is a process. Booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk into RAM memory. Right? So once loaded into RAM memory, your system is ready. So to load the OS, BIOS is responsible. See, once you power on your computer, first of all, power goes to BIOS program, BIOS chip. Then BIOS program activates. Okay, that BIOS program is responsible to boot your operating system. So before going to start OS, first BIOS will start. First of all, BIOS will start. That BIOS is responsible. That BIOS is responsible to boot operating system. Booting means loading OS from the hard disk to RAM memory. Loading OS. Yes, from the hard disk to RAM memory. See OS. Suppose C drive. In C drive, there is a OS, right? It's Windows OS. Okay. In C drive, there is a Windows OS. In C drive, there is a Windows OS. Okay. C drive here, Windows OS is there. Yes, it's in hard disk. C drive is a hard disk. Inside the hard disk, that Windows OS is there. Okay. Yes, OS inside the hard disk. C drive. Inside the C drive, OS is there. Inside the C drive, OS is there, right? OS is there. OS is there. Right? Yes. Right? Inside the C drive, OS is there. Once you power on system here, yes, that first of all, power goes to BIOS program. That BIOS program, yes. The BIOS program loads OS from hard disk to RAM memory. It's nothing but booting process. So you accept BIOS for everything OS required compulsory. Everything OS required compulsory, right? So once OS load into RAM memory, system is ready. Now OS, where this OS is running? In the RAM memory. Here now OS is running in the RAM memory. OS running in the RAM memory. OS running in the RAM memory. So once OS loaded, your system is ready. Now this OS is responsible to take your request here. This OS is responsible to take your request, right? Now once OS is loaded, your system is ready. Now this OS is running in the RAM memory. This OS is running in the RAM memory. Okay, fine. Now here, yes. One second. Yes, let us see about OS. Yes, what is operating system? What is operating system? What is OS? See, yes, suppose this is computer. Yes, in computer there is a hardware. Hardware. On top of hardware there is operating system. Hardware. On top of hardware there is a OS. Okay, on top of OS only all the programs will be running here. Suppose C program on top of OS. C++ on top of OS. Suppose Java program on top of OS. Python scripting on top of OS. Even for Hadoop also OS requires Hadoop. Okay, for database. Okay, even for MS Office also OS required. Without OS we can't do anything. So every tool running on OS and yes, maybe program. Okay, maybe program, maybe scripting, maybe some tool, maybe some package. All of this thing running on top of OS only. So without OS they cannot run. So here OS interacting with the hardware components. On top of OS all are running here. Yes, only OS can interact with the hardware components. Only OS can interact with the hardware. So OS is a system software. On top of OS these are running, right? On top of OS these are running. So these are application softwares. Yes, all these are application software. All their application software. Yeah, these application softwares. These application softwares running on top of OS. So all the application softwares, these are running on top of OS. So OS giving platform. OS just it's giving platform. OS just it's giving platform. On top of it all are running. So OS giving platform. On top of it all are running. So now here OS is acting like a platform. It's like a platform. On top of OS only everything is running. On top of OS all are running. So OS acting like a platform. It's like a platform. It's a platform. So what is operating system? What is OS? So what is operating system? Yes, what is operating system? See what is operating system? Yes, it's a platform. Yes, it's a platform. Simple answer is a platform. It's a platform. Okay, it's a platform. Yes, where it's a platform where we can run. Where we can run. Yes, where we can run. Yes, all the application software. All the application software. Where we can run all the application software. Okay, it's a platform acting like a platform. Okay, so what is operating system? It is a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform where we can run all the application software. So what is OS? It is a platform. It's a platform where we can run all the application software. Where we can run all the application software. Right? Okay. So acting like a platform. On top of OS only everything is running. On top of OS everything is running. Without OS, no computer. Without OS, we can't run any programs. All programs running top of OS. All our programs. So OS acting like a platform. It's a platform. So OS it's a platform where we can run all the application software. See here, Java features. Java independent of platform. Platform means OS. So Java program is independent of platform means here independent of OS. Java program is independent of OS. Java program can run on any OS. Now we'll discuss. If that features we'll discuss. Wait. Okay. So before going to features, some these basics. After finishing all these basics, here we'll go to Java features. Okay. So what is operating system? It's a platform where we can run all the application software. Okay, right? Where we can run all the application software. See, not only platform here. See, on top of OS, C program, C++, Java, Python, Hadoop, many programs running, right? Okay. Now these programs generating output. Suppose, for example, C program generating output, C++ generating output, Java generating output, Python generating output. So these programs generating output. Okay. Yes. So first of all, output goes to OS. These programs are generating some output. Output of all these programs simply delivered to OS and then transfer to output device. Transfer to output device. Okay. See output of all the programs. Output of all the programs. Output of all the programs first of all delivered to OS and then transfer to output device. Suppose reading data from the keyboard. So first of all, keyboard data goes to OS. Keyboard data goes to OS. Yes, OS to these programs. Okay, keyboard data. Keyboard data goes to OS from OS to these programs. Okay, so yes, here output goes to OS to output device, input also input device to OS to this, right? So between application software and hardware, there is a OS like a mediator. Yes, this is a middle layer. It's a middle layer between application software and hardware components. So it's acting like a mediator between these two things here, application software and hardware. So mediator means exactly you can see it's an interface. It's an interface. 1 second, let me have some water. Yes. So this is acting like an interface. It's an interface. Yes, it is an interface. It's an interface between it is an interface between application software and hardware components. Yes, it's an interface. OS is an interface between application software and hardware components and hardware components and hardware components and hardware components. Yes, OS is an interface between application software and hardware components. Okay. Yes, it's a platform. What is OS? It's a platform where we can run all the application software. Okay. Next is an interface. So what is OS? My simple answer. It's a platform. OS acting like a platform. On top of it, everything is running. Not only platform here, even it's acting as interface. Interface means mediator. Interface between application software layer and hardware components. Right. Next, one more about OS. See, inside the OS there is a library. Okay. Yes, this library contains. Yes, inside the OS there is a library. Inside the OS there is a library. That library contains input output functions. Input output functions. That library contains input output functions. Library contains input output functions. Okay. Functions means C language functions. C language functions. Okay, see, almost all operations were developed in C language. Almost all. Yes, Unix developed in C language, Linux in C language, Windows in C language, Mac in C language. Yes, every way is developed in C language. So this library means it's a C language functions. So library is a collection of functions, input output functions. So every OS has a library to communicate between application software, and hardware components. Just OS using input output library to communicate between application software and hardware components. Yeah, this is very important point. Very important point. Remember this one here. Okay. See, every OS has its own. Every OS has its own. Yes, sorry. Yes, every OS has its own library, Yes, to communicate. Yes, to communicate. Yes, between application software and hardware components. Okay, so every OS has its own library. That library contains all input output functions, C language functions to communicate between application software and hardware components. Every OS has its own library to communicate between application software and hardware components. Okay, fine. Next year, one more important point in Java perspective. See, these programs. Before going to run these programs here, first of all, these programs will link with OS library. After linking with OS library, then communicates with the hardware components. Okay, linking Yes, every program has to link with OS library before going to run it. Every program has to link. That link may be statical linking or dynamic linking. Suppose C and C++, statical linking. C and C++ statically. Java, Python dynamically. Statically, dynamically. Yes, I'll explain. That is tomorrow topic. Tomorrow topic. What is static linking? What is dynamic linking? That tomorrow we'll discuss. So these are all the programs. So here all the programs has to link. These have to link with OS library. Yes, compulsory. Every program. See every program. See every. Yes, every program. Yes, remember this point here. Yes, Java for the Java perspective, Java purpose is very important point here. Every program has to link. Every program has to link with OS library. Okay, every program has to link with OS library. Every program has to link with OS library. Yes, going to before going to run. Before going to run. So before going to every program has to link with OS library before going to run here. Before going to run, yes, it has to link. Otherwise cannot. It's mandatory. Compulsory linking here. Maybe Java program, maybe C program. Every program, all the programs. Every program has to link with OS library. Every program has to link with OS library. Every program has to link with OS library before going to run it here. Okay. So running. Okay. So before going to run here, just linking these programs, linking with OS library. After linking, then it communicates with the hardware components that it here. Okay. So that's all about OS. That's all about OS. Yes, enough. This introduction is enough. This introduction enough here. See, today class. Today's class, introduction to software. Software is a collection of programs such as C, C++, Java, SQL, and other programs. Software basically two categories: system software, next application software. System software, it interacts with the hardware components, device drivers, and operating systems. Application software, see, for the purpose of application development. Okay, there are application software like these things. See, except OS. Yes, except OS, all are application software. Except OS. Same thing, expand document also. Okay, you guys, running notes is not necessary. Running notes is not necessary, just you follow the document here. So next about OS discussed. About OS. About OS, right? Same that 4 points. What expand here? Same for 4 points, that 4 points expand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, that all the 4 points expand here. See, hardware, on top of hardware OS, on top of its application software. See, last point. Every program has to link with OS library before going to run. Before going to run. So before going to start execution or before going to run here. Okay, right? So that's all about OS. Enough. Not more than that. That is enough. Okay. Yes. Now, Java is the application software, right? Java is the application software. Java is the application software. 1 second. Let me have some water. Just a minute. Yes. Okay. Yes, Java is the application software. Now let us move to application software. Topic is about application software. Yes, in application software, two categories like front end and back end. There is a front end and back end. So front end, yes, it interacts with the end users. What is front end? Let me show this front end. Front end, see, this is front end. This is front end. Okay. Yes, here there is a form, right? There is a form. Yes, in this form we are filling, right? Yeah, this form we are filling. Filling form we are submitting, right? Just that form. Just we are filling and submitting. That form filling and submitting. Okay, right? So this form collecting data from you. This form, yes, taking data from us, right? This is called as front end. Front end. So front end interact with users and collecting data from users. After collecting this data storing to some location. This data storing some location. That location is called as backend. Okay, so front end is to collect data from users. Front end interact with users. Front end interact with users and collecting data from users. After collecting stores in the backend. Now, see this form. Okay, registration form, right? We are filling details and submitting. Once you submitted, your data simply goes to backend. Backend. Okay, after finishing your class, now online team, they will take all of your data. Then starting follow. That's it here. So it's simply starting follow. That's it here. Okay, so this is called as front end. So front end interact with users here. See front end. These are to interact with end users. It collects data from end user and stores in the backend. See what is backend? To store and maintain data. Backend example databases. Database is a backend. Database is a backend. Like Oracle database, MySQL database, Microsoft SQL Server databases, and files. In files also we can store data. Yes, HDFS. See, HDFS means Hadoop distributed file system. HDFS means Hadoop distributed file system to store big data. Get to store for big data storage, we can use HDFS. Big data storage. Okay, databases for small data. Databases for small data. Okay, files and database for the small data. If it is big data, it's a HDFS. HDFS, big data, big data. Okay, right? So this is front end, back end. So front end interact with end users, collecting data. Back end is to maintain data. Back end is to maintain data. Okay. So what is Java? What is Java? Is it front end, back end here? See Java. So HDFS means Hadoop distributed file system. HDFS means Hadoop distributed file store big data. HDFS is to store big data. Okay. HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system to store big data, to store and maintain big data. That's it here. Okay. Yes. See what is big data and Hadoop. I'll take separate session. In your Java classes, one session is there about Hadoop. Okay. Hadoop is a one of the Java frameworks. Hadoop is a one of the Java frameworks. I'll take one session on Hadoop. Yes, you don't worry. I'll explain. Yes, about big data and Hadoop. I'll take one separate session on this. Okay. Yes, in a part of your course, that session also will come. In your course, yes, that session also will come. We'll discuss. Okay. Yes. Now here, so this is form right front end. See, after filling this form here, once you submit it here, behind of this form, this is Java program. Here, this is JSP. It is JSP page. JSP page like this one. JSP, Java server pages. JSP means Java server pages. So JSP is a Java program. The Java program taking data from you and storing database. So Java program taking data from you, right? That means that is a front end. So any yes, anyone which is taking data from users, anyone taking data from a user, that is called front end here. Now behind the form, this is Java program. So Java program taking data from you and storing to database. So it's a front end. So Java comes under front end. Java is a front end. Java is a front end. Now let us move to front end. Okay, front end. Okay, let us move to front end. Okay, 1 second. See front end. See front end. In front end, there are some languages and packages. Languages and packages. See package. Package is ready-made one, ready to use. Package is ready-made one, ready to use. Okay. For example, MS Office package. MS Office, Tally accounting package, next ERP package like SAP, Oracle ERP. So they are the packages, no coding. Without any coding, you can see package directly here. Without any coding. Okay. Yes, package, ready-made one, ready to use, no coding. Language. In languages, we should write the codes. In languages, we should write the code here. So what is Java? Yes, is it language or package? Language. Language. Java is language. Let's say about language. Yes, about languages. Okay. See, language. Yes, what is the language? Language just it's a media of communication, right? Language is a media of communication between two living things. Yes, maybe two persons or two animals or two trees, something like this. This is the media of communication. Now come to software. Software languages. Software languages. In software. Software languages. What are the software languages? See, first one. See, here computer. Computer understanding some language. We are understanding some other language, right? Okay. So computer understanding language. Computer understandable language. Computer understandable language. Computer understandable language. Right. See, we are using computer. So we are understanding some other language. For example, here, let us take C program. Suppose C program. See, this one looks like English, right? Looking like English. C program, Java program, or C++, Python, and all these like English language. So these are user understandable languages. Okay, C program, C++, Java, and all these user understandable. So software languages, computer understandable language. Next, user understandable language. Next one, user understandable. User understandable. User understandable language. User understandable language. Okay, user understandable language. Yes, computer understandable languages. Next, user understandable language. So what is computer understandable language? Computer understandable language depends. This one depends on this generation of depends on generation of yes, computer understandable language depends on generation of computers. Computer understandable language. See, computer understandable language depends on generation of computers. Here, one more question for you guys. Some question for you guys. How many generation of computers? How many? Yes, generation. How many generation of computers? How many generation of computers? Yes. How many generation of computers? Yes. How many? 5. Kavita 5. Good. Yes, 5 generations. It's a 5 generations. Yes, totally 5 generations. Here, 5 generations. 5 generations. 5 generations. 5 generations. First gen. What is first gen? First generation computer. Yes. How it's working? First gen computer. First generation. It's a yes, vacuum tubes based computer. Yes, vacuum tubes based. Vacuum tubes. Yes, vacuum tubes. First generation is a vacuum tubes. First generation vacuum tubes. Okay. Next, what is second generation? What is second generation? Yes. Bhavani, come on. Bhavani and Kavita. Yes. What is next generation? First one is vacuum tubes based. Second one, transistor based. Yes, transistor based computers. Transistor based computers. Transistor based. Next, third generation. See, third gen. Yes, third gen is IC based.
Yes.
Yes, third generation is IC based. Third generation is IC based. See, first generation of vacuum tubes, transistor based. Next, IC based here. Next, fourth generation. Yes, is a present generation. Fourth generation is present generation. What is that? Fourth generation. Fourth generation. Present generation computer working based on what?
Microprocessor.
Yes, processor based. It's a processor based. It's a processor, microprocessor. It's a processor based. First based. This is present generation. It's a present generation. This is present generation. Okay. Processor based, microprocessor based. Okay. Right? Yes. Next, fifth gen. It's a feature. Feature generation. Feature generation means don't expect for long time here. Yes. In couple of years sitting in the market. Yes, in couple of years only. By 2025, expecting this fifth generation computer. What is that
Is
fifth
it
generation?
quantum?
Fifth generation. Generation.
Quantum computers?
No. Yes, 2025 may be expecting in the market. Yes, how many goods? AI based, artificial intelligence based, AI based, AI based. Yes, it's a feature. It's a feature. Future means don't expect very long periods, not a long period here. Shortly. Yes, by 2025 coming to the market. Okay. See, processor based understandable language is binary codes. Processor based, yes, understandable. Yes, understandable language. Understandable language. Language is a binary code. Is a binary code. Binary code. Binary codes. See, binary code in the form of zeros and ones. Binary code is like a looks like a zeros ones format. Okay. Yeah, this binary code. Yes, tomorrow class I'll explain this. Tomorrow class we have the exe file concept here. In exe file concept, I'll show the binary codes. Practically, I will show binary code. Okay, generating exe file and I'll open the exe file. I'll show that binary code. Okay, so binary code, yes, this is like a zeros ones format. This is binary code. It's a processor understandable language. Okay, see, this subject is somewhat interesting. In our engineering, we have one subject, electronic subject. It's electronic subject. In our engineering, we have one subject. Okay, somewhat interesting the subject. Okay, yes. Now processor based. Yes, understandable language binary code. Binary code in zeros and ones format here. Okay, it's a processor understandable language. Next, AI based. Yes, AI based. AI based understandable language is, what is AI based understandable language? Is it English? Yes, English. Yes, when you speak in English, computer can understand it. Yes, English. Once AI coming to the market here, our task becomes simple. Okay, much development is not necessary here. Okay, all AI based tools. In future, yes, we are going to use all AI based tools. Just installing AI based tools and working with the tools here. Okay, yes, yes, our work becomes very simple. If you're saying in English, that will work automatically here. If you're saying in English here, that will work automatically. It's English. AI based understandable language is English. It's English. Right? Okay. Yeah, that is feature. Okay. Yes. Now presently it's a processor based understandable language. Okay. This is computer understandable language. Binary code. So computer
Sir,
understandable language. Yeah. Computer
sir,
understandable.
as you
Yeah.
said, it is AI based. So for processor based language, we use different kind of software program like Java, Python, and we feed to computers and gives output. So if AI
Yes.
based well, computers come, then will there be a less demand of
One
this
second. No,
programs?
no, no. One second. AI based tools will be developing in again in Python and Java. A behind of tools programming required. We have to develop tools, right? In future, we are going to use tools instead of applications. In the place of applications, will be using tools. The tools also again developing in Python, Java, these things, and R language, Python, Java. Okay, this coding will be using in future. Yes, to behind of tools, that coding will be in place of applications. See, applications, opening applications, submitting requests, it will take a lot of time. So once tool comes here, it won't take much time here. So things become, even tools also developing in AI based tools developing in Java, Python, and R language. That's it here. Okay, this programming never ending. Even behind of tools also again Java, Python scripting will be there. Next R language is there. Okay, yes. No here. Okay, fine. So A based understandable language English here. Fine. Okay. Now this is binary code. It's a system understandable language. We call it low level language. Okay. See software languages, two categories. See software languages. Software languages. Yes, two categories. Two categories. Two categories. First one, low level language. System understandable called as low level language. Low level language. First one, low level language. First one, low level language. Second one, high level language. Low level and high level. Low level, high level language. Low level and high level language. Just low level language, high level language. So what is a low level language? Low level language. Yes, it's a system understandable language. Low level language. Yes, it is a system understandable language. It's a system understandable language. It's a system understandable language. Okay. Yes, it is in the form of binary code. It is in the form of binary code, like a zeros ones. Here system means is a microprocessor. System means it's a processor. It's a processor. Like 8085 old processor. Now we are using 8086. Yes, 90s. Before 90s we have 8085. Now we are using 8086. Okay, processor understandable language. Low level language in the form of binary code. It's a processor understandable language. It is system understandable. Okay, system means is a processor here. Okay, yes, it is called as machine language. Yes, it is called as machine language. It is called as machine language. It's a machine language. Yes, it is called as machine language. Low level language, binary code, called as machine language. Machine means computer, processor here. Okay, it's a machine language. Okay, low level language, it's a machine language. Okay, right? Yes, next high level languages. Next, high level language. Yes, it's a user understandable language. Yes, it's a user. Yes, it's a user understandable languages. Okay, so these are like English language. Looks like English language. Looks like English language. Looks like English language. Looks like a English language. Okay, examples. Yes, Java is a high level language. C is a high level language. Okay, next. Yes, Python is a high level language. Next, HTML is a high level language. HTML, hypertext markup language. HTML, hypertext markup language. Okay, next C++, high level language. PHP. Yes, like this many languages. All the high level language. Yes, here some more question for you guys. One more question. Yes, which is first generated high level language? Which is first generated high level language? Yes, anyone can answer this? Which is first generated high level language?
C language.
Kavita. See, I think. Okay, fine. Next,
COBOL,
any others?
COBOL or basic.
Not COBOL basic, those are later. First is C language only. C is the first in the computers, high level language. C is a first high level language. Okay, C language. Yes, C language is a first high level language. First high level language. C is a first high level language developed by whom? C language is a first high level language. C language is a first high level language developed by whom? Who has developed C language? Who is the author of C language?
Charles
Nobody, yeah?
Babbage.
Charles Babbage, that is computer, man. Computer.
John
Bell
Ghost.
Laboratory, Bell Lab.
No. Bell Labs, that is company. Yes, yet Bell Labs. Yeah. Devidas. Good, good. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. It's a Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Yes, at AT&T Bell Labs. At AT&T Bell Labs. Bell Labs. Yes, yeah. Yes, in the year. In the year.
1970.
Yes, someone giving noise. Not 1970. In the year 1972. Okay. See, Java is before your birth, right? Java before your birth. C language before my birth. This is C language before my birth. Okay. Yes. Yes, I was born in the year 1976. My birth year 1976. 76. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Next, C language is the first high-level language developed by the Dennis Ritchie at 18. Who is this guy? Yes, Greek. Okay, muted him. Okay. So here C is a first high-level language. See here. Yes, C program, it's a high-level language. Java program is also high-level language. Java program. Let us take one Java program. Suppose this is Java program. Right? This is also English language. C program looks like English language. Java program looks like English language. Python looks like English language. All are like English language. English languages. Right? Okay. Yes, they are high-level languages. Okay. Now system cannot understand this language. Okay. So this every high-level language. See every high-level language program has to convert into every high-level language program has to convert into binary code. Yes, system understand. C program has to convert into system understandable language. Java program, Python, all this has to convert. Who will convert? Who will convert? Which one will convert from high-level language to binary code? Yes, come on, guys. Yes, come on. Anyone idea? Which one will convert from high-level language to binary code? High-level language to binary code.
All Java, C, all are high-level languages
High-level
are
language, yes.
converted
Converting
into
to
binary code.
binary code. Who will convert it? Who will convert
Assembler.
Yeah, I guess it is
Assembler.
compiler.
Compiler.
it?
Compiler.
Good. Compiler. Okay.
Like you said, give the example Java, Python are high level. So, is there not any low level language example? I mean,
Machine
or
language.
only we
Machine language. Machine language and assembly language. See, machine language. One more we have assembly language. Yes, assembler using very old language. Assembly language.
We can say microprocessor, right? For the low level language.
Yeah, machine language a microprocessor understandable language. Okay. Machine language is a microprocessor understandable language. It's a low level language. So machine language and assembly language, one more assembly language. Assembler. So you can assembler using to convert from assembly language to binary code. So these are yes, initial language, machine language and assembly language. These are the low level language. Next, a high level language here. See, every high level language program has to convert into binary code. Who will convert? Yes, interpreter, compiler. Okay. Yes, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. See, interpreter or compiler. Interpreter or compiler converts. Interpreter or compiler converts from yes high level language to binary code. High level language to binary code. high-level language to binary code. High-level language to binary code. So interpreter compiler. Yes, you must have that knowledge. What is interpreter? What is compiler? Okay. Yes, to understand Java, first of all, you must have the interpreter and compiler knowledge. How interpreter working, how compiler working. Yes, we'll discuss. See, interpreter or compiler. Interpreters or compilers. Suppose C language, compiler converts C program code into binary code. Python script converting to binary code by the interpreter. See, some languages are interpreter based language, some languages are compiler based. Compiler based, C++ compiler based. So C language and C++ compilers. This converts binary, converts high level language to binary code. Yes, interpreter. Yes, Python. Python is interpreter based language. HTML interpreter based language. That interpreters converts from high level language to binary code. Yes, what is difference between interpreter and compiler? Interpreter versus compiler. So next topic. See today topic. Still now what I have discussed is there in document here. Yes, including generation of computers. Every topic prepared in the document here. Okay, every topic prepared in the document here. Okay, see here. Yes, compilers. Our topic. Interpreter or compiler converts high level language to binary codes. Okay, so next topic about interpreter and compiler. So these are the basics. Introduction, just introduction. Okay, so next about interpreter and compiler. After finishing about interpreter compiler, then starting Java. Java, yes, is it compiler based or interpreter based? So how Java is working? So before going to Java, next we have one more topic, interpreter and compiler. Yeah, this is just half an hour to 45 minutes topic. Afterwards, we'll be entering to Java. Yes, tomorrow I'll be entering to Java. Today, these basics, required basics are finished here. Tomorrow we'll be entering to Java here. Okay. So tomorrow first starting with interpreter and compiler. After finishing, we'll start Java. Yeah, that's all. That's all for today. Yes, any doubts?
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
So actually, I have missed like 2 classes. So can I get the videos of that? So whom should I
Sure,
contact?
sure, definitely. 1 second. 1 second. See, for your batch, WhatsApp group created. Okay, see this. So this,
I'm not in that group, sir.
yeah, WhatsApp group. In this group, I'm sharing daily videos. I'm sharing them. Okay. See,
Actually, I'm
these,
not in that group, sir. So
yeah. 1 second.
how
Wait.
can I?
Don't be cool. Don't feel tension. Be cool. Wait.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. See, these 2 days I'll share everything in the group. Okay. Tomorrow Thursday I'll give the drive access. Tomorrow I'll give the drive access. No worry. Yes, this is my WhatsApp number. Take this WhatsApp and share your details. Here, this is
Okay.
my WhatsApp number. Take this number 8179189123. Share your details, your name. Yes, next WhatsApp course you are attending here. WhatsApp course attending. Next WhatsApp time you are attending here. So next, okay. Yes, course name, course time. Yes, next. Yes, Gmail ID required. Your Gmail ID. This is Vinich. Okay. Share these details. I'll add to group. Okay. Yes, in group.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Everyone is there in the group. Almost how many? Yeah, 20 participants around. I think still some more have to submit. I think around 4 to 5 hours have to submit their details. Okay. Yes, still anyone not submitted, please share these details. Anyone not submitted details. Yes, anyone not shared, share this one here. I'll add to group. Okay. See, today class, yes, today class I'll share in the group. Today class, yesterday's class, and all the classes I'll share in the group here. You can watch it. Today you can watch it. Within 1 hour I'll share. Within 1 hour only I'll share. Just watch them. Okay, tomorrow after the tomorrow class I'll give the drive access. Tomorrow Thursday, after Thursday class I'll give the drive access to everyone. So from the drive you can watch recording. I'll put everything into drive. Recordings, class document. These documents are also placed in the drive here. These documents, your class documents. Next, recordings, plus Yes, daily. Yes, this class document recordings like software, JDK software and Eclipse software. Yes, everything I'll put in drive. So this is a drive. Drive already is there, but the thing is I have to give the drive access. Yes, just sharing to your Gmail ID. Yes, MN Core Java here. All the documents material is available. Yes, Core Java. Your class document is available. Eclipse is available. Okay. Next, JDK 8 is available currently. So when moving to JDK 9, then JDK 9. First starting with JDK 8. First installing JDK 8, next later JDK 9. Okay. Yes, these are some X programs, some programs zipped and placed here. Okay, that also I'll tell you when to download these things here. So initially this Java document you have to download, JDK you have to download, and Eclipse you have to download. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll share the drive. Just simply drive access, right click, sharing to your Gmail IDs. Share. I'll share to your Gmail IDs. Something like this. Like this, I'll share it. Yes, from that you can download all the material. Okay. So everything I'll communicate through the Google Drive, not only Google Drive here, WhatsApp. Daily, every day, whatever you want, you can ping in WhatsApp. See, the WhatsApp communication. Yes. See, not only group communication here, yes, even individual communication also. Individually. Some students, see, yesterday's communication, today's morning already started communication. Today already started. See, yesterday's communication, individually communicating. Individually, they are asking doubts. Individually. Okay. Yes, individually communication also. Yes, see, daily individual communication. Individually communication. Okay, individual communication as well group communication. If you want share any doubt is that you can share in the group. You can share in the group for doubts. I can respond immediately. Okay, I'm a group admin. So whenever anyone yes doubt share, immediately I'll respond it. 24/7 supports anytime. Okay, yes. So this is my WhatsApp number. Yes, anyone not taking, take it. I'll be waiting for a minute. Take it. Yeah, that's all for today. Tomorrow also same link. Same link tomorrow. Same link till Saturday. Same link, same link, same link till Saturday. No change in link. Yes, any link changes are there, I will inform. Any link changes, I will inform you. Okay. Yes. Any link changes, I will inform you the WhatsApp. Okay, right? Yeah. That's all. That's all for today. Yes, if no doubts, let us wind up session. Shall we wind up session for today? Yes, let us wind up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you
Thank you so much, sir.
See you tomorrow.